Hi, I'm AJ Marks.
And I'm Megan Soliginto.
And this is American Idiots Abroad.
So that actually wasn't us. Those were our guests for today. I am AJ Marks.
And I'm Megan Soliginto.
And I'm Alex Dunaway.
And I'm Nolan Garrett.
Yes, these are our first American guests for this podcast.
So, as a recap, I'm from San Jose, California, Silicon Valley. I started studying here in 2014, went home for a little bit, now I'm back for a master's.
Woo, she's smart. And I'm from Boston. I am not going for a master's at the moment, but I am studying here in Liverpool. I got here in 2016, the very fateful 2016, right after Brexit was voted and right before the American election. So
That's heavy when you think about it like that.
it is very heavy. Yeah.
I'm from California.
Whereabouts?
Southern California.
Whereabouts?
Temecula.
There you go.
Temecula.
On it.
And I'm from Tacoma, Washington.
So you guys both have experience with studying abroad in the UK.
I love abroad.
I have studied abroad.
I love
I love being
I've
abroad.
studied, yeah, I've just been abroad, you know. Studying in that.
Very
It's
well
been
traveled.
good. Yes. Okay.
So today's topic is American slang.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we've done a lot of things where we've been informing Americans about British culture, and our British listeners are probably pretty sick of that. So this one's for you guys. So I'd just like to point out that all the slang that we're going to go over today could just be like millennial slang that we just hear a lot more in the States than we do in the UK. So if you're a British person and you use these words and you know that they're like a thing here and we mistake them for just American stuff, then that's fine. Just let us know at aiahosts@gmail.com. We won't be mad. We won't be mad.
No. If anything, we'll
We'll just be
thankful
disappointed
in ourselves. One word that came from actually where I'm from that has now spread internationally
I'm
is
so excited.
hella.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
So I remember when I first moved to Southern California, and every Southern Californian made fun of me and my Northern Californian mates for saying hella. They'd be like, literally, I had one of my mates like spit take from someone saying hella and be like, oh my god, you say hella.
Well, they had heard of it then.
And then Macklemore started using it, and everyone was like, oh, hella, yeah, hella.
Oh, really? Is that what popularized it?
I feel like, because then it started happening around like 2013.
I don't think I ever said it, really. I think I said it rhetorically.
But now you hear it all the time, and I'm like,
Are you
You're living in the Twilight
shook?
Zone.
I know. I am shook.
Megan, shook. Another word.
I'm shook.
Are we going to explain shook?
Do you want to explain?
Do you have to explain shook?
Yeah, we have to explain shook.
I'm spooked, man.
Spooked?
Spooked?
What is spooked?
Shook.
Rattled?
Shook?
I'm
rattled?
shook, I'm
Oh yeah,
rattled,
rattled is
I'm
another
spooked.
thing that people say all the time.
Yeah.
Shook, spooked. It just mean you're really surprised and excited, I would say. Or surprised
Yeah,
and
you're shaken.
surprised.
Could be negative or positive.
Yeah, like I'm shocked is another like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
Do we know that if that word's come from like a subculture, like black culture or ball culture or something? And because it just seems like one of those words that would get appropriated from those cultures and then get into the mainstream.
It might be like, it could be drag culture or something. Because a
Yeah.
lot of recent words that have come into like the vernacular are from drag culture.
Yeah.
Hot take? What is that?
You don't know what hot take is?
Like, I'm going to give you my hot take.
It means
AJ
like
says that a lot.
maybe an unpopular opinion. Yeah, it's because shout out to the New York Times Popcast because
my hot take. Here's my take on
because
this.
John Caramonica
Yeah.
says it all the
Hot
time.
take.
You just
then
add the word hot.
Okay,
Yeah.
hot take. Oh, okay.
hot take just means like it may be an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Like this is like my quote-worthy take on this issue or on
my
this
2 cents.
topic.
Yeah, I feel like Americans, we add the word hot to things a lot. Like,
Hot damn.
Hot is also
Yeah.
should be on this list.
What does hot mean?
Because hot can just be like, I feel like a lot of people I know say that's hot for anything.
You say that all the time. You're like,
it's
oh,
just
that's
me.
hot.
Yeah, like
I
anything.
think it's just you.
No, well, so maybe it's a Southern California thing then. Because
Yeah,
it's
maybe.
like everybody does that. Like, someone will be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make burritos tonight. And be like, that's hot.
That's hilarious. Matt, if you're listening, I'm reading through your text messages right now. He texted me clutch. You never hear that.
Oh yeah, come in clutch.
That means cool, right?
No, I thought you're coming in clutch. Like it came in handy.
Yeah.
Like, Nolan, I forgot my passport. Can you get it? Like, thanks for coming in clutch.
Yeah.
Really?
But you could also use it for cool. You could be like, oh, that's clutch.
Yeah, I think he was saying it as like, oh, that's cool, right? Like, I'm still a bit confused by this word because it also kind of reminds me of like it sounds like fetch. It sounds like a word that like people are trying to make happen.
I put clutch and epic in the same category. I feel like
that's epic.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on.
The category of things I don't say.
Okay.
Well, no, like epic was really
It's
like
just clutch and
overused.
epic,
Like
those are
everybody
the
said
words.
epic. Like
Yeah.
like in like middle school, and then I feel like clutch. Like everybody was just like, yeah, you're coming in clutch, coming in clutch. And it's like, all right, that's,
Like a
I've had enough
clutch.
of that.
It's dead.
So it must mean like, oh, you're shifting into like high
Handy.
gear.
Well, I think it comes from sports because like people will be like, the clutch player of the game was whoever.
Oh yeah.
Because they like brought him back to win.
Oh
or something.
yeah.
Oh, that makes so much
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
That makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
But like also, New England people will, shout out to my New Englanders, will say wicked, like, oh, that's wicked cool.
Oh yeah, wicked.
Whereas like British people will say, oh, that's wicked, as like an adjective.
Like
but this is
bad?
like, yeah. No, that's wicked as in like,
I mean it in a good way here.
that's sick.
Yeah, okay.
Like that's awesome. They'll say that's wicked, but I'll say that's wicked cool. So I'll use that as like
Okay.
an
Spunky is definitely not something that you can say in the UK because spunk is sperm, and then yeah.
So it's
So
definitely it's an American colloquialism. It's
yeah.
not
So if you say spunky here, people are going to be like, "What the fuck?"
like cummy.
It's like yeah, like it's literally ejaculate.
Ooh, that's funny.
So
Jesus Christ.
it's true though. So like I've that was one word that I like
wow.
quickly
Interesting.
erased from my vocabulary when I came here because I said it
I
like
described
once.
myself as spunky. Like I've definitely described myself as spunky before. It's kind of my thing. Quirky.
I mean, we were all made from
Spermy girl.
sperm, so oh my gosh.
But like that's definitely something like I found out because I called one of my British mates spunky, and they were like, "Excuse me." Yeah.
Did you just call me?
Yeah, exactly. So that one died very quickly.
Wow.
Yeah, our mate, shout out to Matilda, was telling me that it was like a thing that she'd only ever heard on Glee.
Oh right.
She was like, why does everyone on Glee just call each other Spunky? I was like, ooh.
What about hype?
Hype?
Well, I use hype a lot. I'll be like, I'm hype on this.
You're hype on this.
Like if
How
I'm,
else
if
would you
I'm
use
excited about something, like
Like a verb. You use like a verb.
yeah,
Pretty
Right.
hype on this.
yeah, exactly.
Right. I don't think I say that.
I don't.
I have a lot of friends that say it as well.
Yeah,
Alright.
I've heard it a lot.
Have you heard it in Southern California? Maybe it's
Oh yeah, I've heard it, but I don't. Not really. Mostly just I'm hyped.
Yeah, hype.
I mean that's just like a normal.
But not I'm hype.
No, I haven't.
So how specifically would you use it? Just like, oh, that's so hype.
Well, no. So if like
I'm hyped.
like when I'm talking to my friend, like I'll send him like a song or whatever. I'll be like, yeah, I'm hype on this.
Dank. I love that one.
Dank. That's one that
I mean, that's just weed,
nobody
though, isn't
knows. Yeah, but nobody knows like
That shit
what that
is
means here.
dank.
Like, yeah, usually it's like if something smells very strongly of
Dank.
marijuana.
Well, you would use it.
You could
We
just
would use it like as good.
rad. Like
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
Oh,
that's
rad.
dank. Oh rad.
Rad.
radical.
I don't.
Radical.
I remember like when did that start? Sophomore, junior year. My friend
60s.
Erin started saying radical all the time.
But similar to dank is dope,
I like
which you
dope.
could use in the
I
same
love
way. You're
dope.
like, oh, that's so dope. Like meaning that's great.
Dopamine.
Oh yes,
That's
sometimes.
dopamine.
Dopamine.
Oh, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I don't
I've
like
never
it,
heard
but
that.
I feel like
I
Americans
really-
will do that. They're just like, I'm sick of this word as is. Let me just play around with it. I feel like that's how we got lit, was just because people were tired of saying like, oh, that's fire. So they'd be like, oh, that's lit. And then
Yeah,
You
and
just
yeah.
make like little
Yeah.
adjustments. Yeah.
So lit's one like that, but also like but that's also how we got like word. Like I feel like people just got tired of saying oh cool or oh whatever. So like
Word,
people
yeah.
would be like, oh chill instead of oh cool. And they got like in just saying whatever word, they probably were just like, oh word. So now people started saying like, oh word as just like a one word response when it's
I feel
literally
like
just
I don't
the-
hear that much anymore.
I feel like word is more like I agree.
Yeah, word.
Someone's like, the iPhone 8 sucks, and you're like, word.
Yeah.
Or like, I love Apple's, word, you know? You're like, yeah, true.
But like, so I feel like we got word, and then we got like, sound, and people say, that's sound, which is, I feel like, more of a British thing.
Yeah, I've only heard that here.
But it's interesting where we're saying, I'm just gonna literally say a word, meaning I agree, and they're like, okay, we're literally gonna make a sound. Like, they're being very meta about the way
you're saying.
What they're... Yeah.
Sound and word don't mean the same thing.
But it's just like a one-word response you could give. Like, if you said something to me and I was like, speech.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to take a quick break, but while we do, we're going to listen to Alex's new song. It's called Strange Things. Not Stranger Things, Strange Things, out on Spotify. Alex Dunaway.
It's a sad one.
There we go.
If you're in the mood for it.
It's a sad one. This is Strange Things by Alex Dunaway.
And I want you, but I know you're not coming back. And it's my fault, and I know you can't forgive that. Morning breaks again,
And we're back.
Full throttle.
Yeah.
High key back.
We're high key. We are high key back right now. Do you want to explain what high key is?
It literally, I don't want to take credit for it, but I kind of feel like I started saying high key before. Like, people,
So is high key, are you the inventor of high key?
I might be.
You have it here today, folks. The inventor of high key.
Because I remember in middle school, everyone said low key to describe everything. Like, I low key want to do this shit. Like something, if maybe you're embarrassed about it, or if it's something like kind of fucked up, you might be like, yeah, like low key, keep it low key, like on the down low.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
I feel like you can only explain it with other slang.
And yeah, so then I feel like anytime I wanted to explain something that I like had a high amount of passion for, be like, yeah, like high key. Like I feel like I started saying it, and my friends were like high key because like no, like opposite of low key.
Yeah, I feel like everyone kind of had that.
I think you know what? I don't think there was.
I don't think it was much of a stretch.
I don't think it was
I've heard
one
people say
inventor.
medium key too, really ironically.
Yeah, mid key,
Mid key.
average key.
Oh, I would say medium key. That's because I'm not as creative. No, but like I would say low key means kind of like subtly. So like high key would probably mean like without subtlety, I want to do this. Yeah.
I feel like saying low key is just like telling a secret almost.
Yeah.
It's like low key, and that person shouldn't tell other people.
Yeah.
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 Keep it low key.
Thought was such a weird one for me.
Yeah, thought's a weird one. So thought
I never understood it.
stands for that hoe over there.
I heard thoughty first. Like I heard people being like, "Yeah, she's a thoughty," and I'm like, "Oh, does that mean like a hottie?" Like
Is that a bad
It's a
thing?
hottie that's that hoe over there.
it's
a mix.
it's offensive.
A lot of people.
Low key, I'm a big ol' thought.
Yeah. I call my dog a thoughty.
I'm a low key thought.
She's a little, before she got fixed, she was a little horny bitch. So
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I would never call a human being a thought.
I don't think I've ever referred to someone as a thought.
I remember also, I think I first heard it because somebody was tweeting, ironically, again, about how all the thoughts that they had all over them all the time.
I don't know if I've heard it that much spoken, but it's more of something that people type, I feel.
Yeah, it's an internet thing.
Yeah, it's like a Twitter thing.
Yeah.
There's certain words. This is one that I'm thinking. You know when someone says like the usual? I'll have the usual.
How do you spell that?
How would you spell that?
Okay,
I always
okay.
say something that you can say.
SHE.
I use a J.
Oh, I use a J.
Yeah, USJ or something.
Or like USJ.
And then I'll just put in parentheses usual. Like if you so pretty that yeah. I want to use the slang, but I have to explain it.
Yeah, I do that too. I put in parentheses. I'll have the USE, and they're like, nope.
Oh, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I've never attempted to spell it out.
So it's only you and I who use the J.
Yeah.
Let us know how you spell uge at aiahosts@gmail.com.
This could actually be so helpful to us, so please.
You're like, I really want to go over y'all.
Yeah.
I'd like to go over dude.
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 Yeah.
Nice.
Same. I call my parents dude.
Dude. you?
I call my parents dude. I call
And
my
his
sister
parents
dude.
call him dude. Their whole family.
I call
each other
Alex dude.
And I call him dude.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Can we go over y'all, please?
Yeah. So I say y'all still.
I say y'all
All the time.
so much.
Yeah, same.
And I did not come from the South.
you not say
No
y'all?
one's shaking his head.
Absolutely not. No.
You know I say.
I think
do I say
it's-
y'all to you. I say it a lot on social media.
I say it a
I say it
lot.
a lot on my music page.
I say
Yeah,
a
me
lot.
too. But I've curated.
y'all
like,
come down to my gig.
Yeah. I think it's because like I had a lot of teachers from Texas growing up, so they would say it all the time, and so I think I just picked it up and then just kind of ran with it.
Why I say it? No idea.
No.
I don't think I've ever noticed
Me?
you saying it.
I
Yeah.
could probably find like
Maybe on
bunch of
social
Instagram
media.
posts
Yeah, I don't
about
know.
it, like,
do you guys know what force is?
No.
Like, oh, that's such a force.
Like a force to be reckoned with.
Do you guys
That's
not know
what
what
I
that
was about to
is? No, so this is like, yeah, probably maybe it's an East Coast thing, as the sole East Coaster here, the token East Coaster. This is another word that came about after I had started studying here in the UK, that every time I go back home, my sisters would actually use it a lot. So they'd be like, oh, do you want to go on a walk? And they'd be like, a walk? Like, that's such a force. Or
Can't be asked.
It's like the American equivalent of can't be asked, but it's the way that they use it. And this actually got me really interested into like what we say and how we say it and how that allows us to be as humans, like how that dictates our conversations, like the words that we use. Because people would start saying like, oh, that's such a force, and it would be a way of just like, oh, I can't be asked, but it would be less of an ownership thing, like I can't be asked because I'm lazy, and it would be more of like, that's a force, that's too much to ask. So people would be like, oh, can you make the dinner table? And my sister would be like, nah, that's such a force. And then my mom would just like laugh it off, and I was like, yo, you were just super rude to her, like, can you apologize? But
because she put the blame on like the act versus
Yeah.
like herself.
So it's
being able to do it.
like I'm doing it would be forcing myself to do it.
So I don't specifically like that word, only because it's a really good way to be a shitty person.
I was gonna say it's a cop out.
Yeah, it's definitely a cop out. It's also like with extra, I feel like it can be used as like a weapon.
As an insult.
Yeah, as an
Yeah. It
insult,
can
where
be.
people can be like, I mean, I've heard it mostly negatively, like someone will go out of their way for like a promposal, let's say, and then someone will be like, oh, that's so extra, meaning, you know,
Yeah,
you
unnecessary.
put unnecessary, you put too much effort into it, be kind of like putting someone down for caring, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Maybe it's just because I'm super extra, but like I don't like
You are extra.
I'm
People
very
say it
extra.
to you a lot, maybe.
Yeah.
Another word that AJ is bougie.
AJ's not bougie.
I am not. Wait, what
I'm
is?
just joking.
I still don't really understand what bougie. Like my sisters use it all the time, and now my mom uses it all the
Right,
time, and I still
fancy.
don't understand it.
Doesn't bougie come from like bourgeois, like bourgeoisie?
Yeah.
It's just fancy.
Yeah,
It means
definitely.
you like expensive. You have expensive taste.
It's straight up
Just straight
you,
up.
You have expensive
So
taste.
like you bougie.
It's like, oh, I never shop at Aldi. I only shop at
M&S.
M&S.
yeah.
Waitrose or something.
But yeah, I
Waitrose,
only shop at
definitely.
Waitrose. Yeah, that's like, that's bougie.
Or like
Waitrose is bougie, but please sponsor us.
the U.S. equivalent. It'd be Whole Foods. That would be the bougie one.
Yeah, Whole
Sprouts.
Foods. I said
Sprouts.
Sprouts is also bougie.
Yeah.
Sprout, like
Sprouts,
Dylan
it's
and Cole Sprouts.
No, but I wish.
Oh, they're my
They
favorite Sprouts.
they also run a grocery franchise. But bougie comes from like a communist like word, like bourgeois.
What does
Yeah,
that mean?
The bourgeoisie and then the proletariat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the proletariat is like the working class, and then like the bourgeoisie is like the upper class in like communist manifesto.
They're the oppressors.
Yeah.
Dark
So
times.
again, it's kind of used ironically because
And-
you've taken that word and put it in such a casual. like-
Bougie, and that's why it's negative, because I think because of the bourgeoisie.
Wow. Yeah. Makes sense.
What's dip? What do you mean by
Yeah, what
dip?
is that?
That's dipped. Like it's sick.
No.
Like if someone like I have a friend. Like he goes to like thrift shops all the time and gets stuff, and he's like, "Oh, I'm looking dippy right now."
What?
Really?
Yeah,
Dippy.
dippy or like.
Is it just
or
this
like
one
that-
friend, or is it?
But no, but I hear it from other people as well, like around where I live. Yeah, dipped. Like that's dipped. Usually in reference to clothing, I've heard it, or like
Right.
style.
So like you're dipped in gold, like
Yeah.
you look like
I feel like that's cool.
Yeah, you look dipped. Yeah.
yeah, maybe it's that.
What do you notice?
So dip is like, oh, I'm a dip.
Oh, dipshit.
No, I'm a dip. Like I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Dip out. Yeah.
Yeah, dip
Yeah.
out. I'm a dip. So here, people would say dodgy, but the American equivalent
sketchy.
is sketchy.
Or just sketch.
Yeah, that's sketch. Hella sketch.
Sketch, yeah.
I still remember the first person, or first time I heard the word sketchy. I don't know. I was like, what is the correlation between the word sketchy and the meaning of like the word in the way we use it, which just means like it's kind of suspicious.
Well, I
sus
suppose...
is another one.
Sus, yeah.
Yeah, meaning suspicious.
Oh, I've never heard that.
Really?
Sus-af.
Sus.
Would you say F?
Yeah.
I would say AF. Yeah,
No, I would say
Sus-af. I would say F.
This is the only thing that I can think of for its origin, but you know, like when you sketch something and it's not a clear image, so it's not like
So this is sketchy. I don't really know. I'm not positive
sure
of what will happen here.
Well, because shady kind of means the same thing as well.
Yeah, you're like in the shade, so you like
in the
you
dark
can't
a
see
bit.
them. Yeah.
It's a little bit.
This is enlightening.
So, okay. For our American listeners, you'll be familiar with this, like mixing in Spanish words into your sentence, like, oh, I'll see you mañana, or like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Guapo.
Is that...
Yeah.
I don't know that.
That's not...
That's like hot or handsome. Like,
That's not like culture appropriation, is it?
No.
See you mañana. Like...
No.
People speak in Spanglish all the time.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. I took 8 years of Spanish, and so my Spanglish is just basically like I spent all this time learning the language. I don't want to give it up.
Mañana. What else is there?
Fuego.
Yeah, fuego. Oh, that's fuego.
Yeah. That's my favorite Spanish word.
Yeah.
So British listeners,
Didn't like the Cheetah
mañana.
Girls have like a song called Fuego?
Mañana means tomorrow in Spanish, and then fuego means fire. So like instead of saying like, oh, that's fire, oh, that's fuego.
I was on the topic of fuego and fire. Do you guys say heat?
Oh, yeah.
Like that's heat.
And you do this as well. You're like, whoo! Like, that's heat. Like,
No.
that's hot. Like,
I've heard it. I think I've heard it
No,
once
I
or
don't think I've
twice.
ever heard that.
heat radiating.
Yeah, like if someone is like showing me like one of their tracks, I'm like,
It's
oh,
like
that's heat.
a lot of
Like,
tracks.
No, I never heard
A lot
that.
of like music.
Oh, like if you're getting like candy on like Halloween or something when you're little, and you're like uno más.
Yeah.
You're like one more.
I wouldn't be that cheeky with
No, but like
with people who are giving me candy for free.
that was just an example. But do you know what I mean? Like
Gosh,
when
man,
you
you're so
like
entitled, Meg.
when you just say like, oh yeah, one more. What else
Yeah.
is there? What else?
I say yo no sé when I don't know something.
Okay,
Hi,
You wrap
I'm
it up.
Megan, and this has been another exciting episode of American Idiots Abroad.
Thanks, Megan.
Whoa, Inception. I don't know who to believe. Anyway,
wrap it up now.
Yeah, it's been a great episode. I loved having you guys here.
What are your social handles?
So, Alex Dunaway Music, pretty much everything.
What about you, Nolan?
Yeah, I'm just Nolan Garrett. I'm a
2 R's, 2 T's?
2 R's, 2 T's, except for Twitter. Ponsky tweets.
Ponsky tweets.
Ponski. Yeah.
Why?
Does there need to be a reason?
It's just my alter ego.
Ponsky?
Ponsky, yeah.
What's Ponsky like?
Funny guy.
There's a couple Ponsky tracks on SoundCloud.
Yeah, it's like I got like
Ponsky
tracks on
tracks are cool.
SoundCloud under Ponsky. It's like a
Is
side
it-
project.
Is Ponsky like your MC name?
I guess. I mean,
What is it? The same genre?
Wasn't it originally supposed to be something else, like Polsky or
well, I wanted it to be Pomsky because that's
Like a Pomeranian Husky?
well, yeah. So my flatmate. So my nickname for my family back home is Noski, and then I told my flatmate Tom what it was, and then he just started calling me Pomsky, like yeah, Pomeranian Husky mix. Then I went on SoundCloud to try and find it. It was already taken, so I did Ponsky instead.
Let's go out on Nolan's song.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about this song? What's the inspiration, Nolan?
I guess it's like about like a breakup or something. Yeah, so everybody can decide what they want to decide about it.
Okay, so this has been fabulous. This is Nolan's song, No Secrets, about not having any more secrets.
There we go.
Say we're moving
Hi, I'm AJ Marks.
Sorry, that's like nothing like AJ. So no one.
That's the point. That's
No
the
one's
joke.
gonna. Okay, yeah.
That's the joke.
No, it's just
funny
yeah.
enough.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Hi, I'm AJ Marks.
And I'm Megan Soliginto.
And this
you're
is-
Okay, wait. We're saying.
Are we saying,
brilliant.
and this is, or you're
And
listening?
this is American
This
Idiots.
is American.